Honorable Gabo.
No, thank you very
We're
much.
going to ask about the laptops that got
No,
lost.
thank you very much, Chairperson. The issue of laptops, it's fine. Let me appreciate the report of PSC. Maybe recommend that as a committee that plays oversight, maybe we must meet with the PSC, unlike meeting it with the entity. Agree on meeting it separately with the department, because I think that we should be zooming in the work that the department is doing. So let me appreciate the report presented by the PSC. The person mine would be straightforward, and I still want to reiterate my position that this meeting is as a result of complaints that we have received in line with the process of appointing a board. Allegations that are there, they are questioning the board and its appointment process and powers to a large extent that were not correctly used. So my questions would be straightforward to both the minister and the acting CEO. DG, welcome. Congratulations on your appointment. Let me start with the Minister. I know the powers are with you, but they are subjected to balance and checks. I wrote a letter on the 8th of July seeking clarity on the process that you had followed on the appointment of boards. Can I check with you, which process have you followed when you were appointing the panel? Mind you, you said it's an independent panel according to your response. Which process have you followed when you appointed the panel, and which piece of legislation guided that process? I'll rather stop there, Chair. Take them one by one.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to first, before I answer, just say that I'm 15 minutes over the time, but I want to answer because I was waiting for Honorable Gabo's thing. I'll just check the act that we follow. I just want to see. Well, I don't have the act here, but I think the act can be given. But all I want to say is that I have followed the act to the letter. There's nothing that was required of me as a minister to do that I've not done. I've also not gone and deviated from what the act required, step by step. Transparently, I've done that. And if there's any matter that Honorable Gabo can point out where you think I didn't follow the act, I'm gladly willing to answer that specific allegation. But where I'm sitting, my answer is that I have followed the act to the letter. Thank you very much, Honorable Gabo.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. And thanks, Minister. Maybe while we are awaiting, I don't doubt your response in relation to you, or not suspecting otherwise, but I would gladly prefer that you indicate which piece of legislation has guided you so that we are able to refer. The second question to you, Minister, it has been indicated that the entity has been without a CEO for the past 5 years. And probably for the past year, we have had an acting CEO seconded from the department. We had an appointed CEO who abruptly resigned. We are now sitting with the acting CEO seconded from the department. I wanted to check with you, is it true that you are the one who have appointed the acting CEO, seconding him or her to the entity?
Which one are you talking about? There's been different ones.
Okay, let me start here. Who's the acting CEO?
DG?
There was an acting CEO up to the 2nd of September who was seconded by the department upon the request of the NFVF board. So currently, as the deputy chairperson was saying, they are going on with the recruitment. So maybe the board itself can respond to how they are dealing with the issue as of the 2nd of September when the person was seconded.
Thanks, DG. Let's stick to the process up until the 2nd. Who appointed the acting CEO that was seconded? it is alleged that the minister appointed the acting CEO contradicting the act. I think it's section 14, if not mistaken. So my question is, who appointed the acting CEO? Because allegations are that instead of the board, according to the act, it is the minister. I'm not sure if I've read it correctly. Can you get clarity on that, DG?
Okay, may I take that one, Chair?
Please respond immediately.
Yes. As the DG has said, there was a request from the NFVF for a secondment, which is allowed in terms of the Public Service Act, that a minister can second an official of the department to an entity, and that is subjected to a secondment agreement that is signed between the minister, the council of the NFVF, and the seconded employee must agree to that. So that's the process that was followed. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Can you please confirm which act is that so that we are able to verify? Because, I would like to appeal to you also. You are not addressing your high school children or students here. You are addressing legislators. So when you speak of the legislation, don't threaten us. Tell us, I've used section 144 of this act to follow this process. I'm still waiting. I'm allowing the minister, I'm dragging this process so the minister can also check the act that I've requested from him. Can you get clarity? If you don't have the response, the DG will gladly do that. Thanks.
While you wait, can I just give him the act?
Chief Minister.
All right, it's the NFVF Act, section 62.c. This section, along with other provisions of the Act, underpins the legal framework for the minister to establish a process for appointing the council members. That's the Act. And also, just lastly, Chair, I've stayed 20 minutes over. I just need to answer the last issue. We don't just decide we want to appoint an acting person. The board writes to us as the department and then request of us to appoint. In as far as the acting positions are concerned, it greatly bothered us. We had a CEO. People resign, and it's personal matters for people. You can't stop them. I think there was an attempt to stop the CEO from resigning, if I'm not mistaken, but he has left, and there was nothing we could do about it. So we back through the process again. Am I excused? I've stayed 20 minutes over.
Can I through you ask something in your response to add the minutes of that meeting of the board that took the decision that they are requesting that you appoint or second a CEO? Because day before yesterday you were saying in this parliament you are not appointing CEOs. It is not your authority, it is not your responsibility to appoint CEOs or any executive members. Council. And what you are reading now, it is the section that speaks to council. The section that speaks to CEOs is section 13 of the NFVF. And I agree, it says that the board, the council must, in collaboration with the minister, request that, and the appointment should be approved by the board. So if you can provide us that email, that letter that requested that, and the minutes of the board that took that decision.
Chair, I did say in this council, in the minister, that I don't fire people. The board, the minister cannot fire. I don't fire people. The board, the minister cannot fire people. The board, the minister cannot fire in the ministry to then say together with DSEC. And my management style is calling the it is very evident now when I ask the...
Can I rise on a point of order?
Khabo.
No, but the minister is misleading us. I've been going through to this 6 subsection 2 of the National Film and Video Foundation Act of 1997. If I can read it for you, it's very far away. Position of the council, tenure of office and filling of vacancies. 6 subsection 1, the foundation shall foundation shall act through a council consisting of no fewer than 9 and no more than 14 members. 6.2 subsection A, the members shall be appointed by the minister from a short list of no more than 22 names. It is my argument that this section refers to the appointment of the board or the council. My question, it is the appointment of the acting CEO who has been seconded. That's why I wanted to check with the minister, because the minister has quoted section 6 subsection 2B, and I'm referring to this subsection in terms of the appointment of the CEO. It is for that 2B, and I'm referring to this subsection in terms of the appointment of the CEO. It is for that.
I have made a ruling. I'll start from that corner down here. Now I see other hands about. We are all aware that the minister has indicated he's excited to ask something. So let me do this. If you have now something that you really want to ask the minister before he leaves, Honorable, 1 minute. Let's start from you, Honorable Makhato. Can you switch off your mic, Honorable Musa, the minister? Please switch off the mic.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. My question is going straight to the minister. The minister appointed 14 people to serve in the NFVOF Council. However, there are 13 names provided in slide 11 and 12. So I want the minister to explain the following questions to the committee. Who is the outstanding councillor? And then 2, what are the reasons for the chairperson's resignation? And lastly, as you say, I must not take long, outline to the committee the provision of the relevant act in section 6(7), which states that any vacancy on the council shall be filled in the manner in which the member who vacated the office was required to be appointed. So I wanted the minister to answer us before he go.
Honorable Musa.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. My question is, before Minister Gayton McKenzie leaves, is that why was the short list for council not made available for public comment and film industry scrutiny? It seems that the film industry has raised that the council lack film-specific insights and experience, and that's the concern.
Honorable,
the other questions I will question the chairperson.
Honorable Matau.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Following the resignation of the CEO, rest assured that we, as the council, are addressing the matter with you guys at the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. So my question is, what impact do you think his resignation has done to the NFVF, number one? And secondly is, what's the way forward in making sure that the new CEO needs to take office? When? We just need the time frame.
Honorable Malatsani, before the minister leave, your last and final question.
Yes, thank you very much, Chair. Minister, I just want to check. It's same regarding the issue of the panel and the chair of the panel. You know, this industry, it's had so many people. I just want to check how many people are, in fact, on this. What guidelines was used to select the panel from the thousands of people, and majority of those who have applied, are they involved in this industry or not? And again, on the on the same board, how many board members who are involved in this industry, or is it people who are outside this industry? Thank you, Chair.
Minister.
Chair, I'm going to be very, very quick. There's a difference between the act differs when it comes to appointing a CEO and an acting CEO. It's not the same act. When it comes to acting a CEO, I'm not involved in appointing the CEO. I'm not sitting on the panel. When it comes to acting CEO, the board writes to the minister in the department to ask us to co-opt someone. That's the first point. The second one, the act doesn't say it has to be 14. It says it must be no fewer than 9 and no more than 14, which means we can fall in the middle. And as I said, the issue of the CEO, why he left, I do not know. Honorable, the issue of what the industry said, I said to you that I did what the act requires me to do. And there's nothing that can be pointed out, nothing that I didn't do what the act requires of me. And lastly, and I'm speaking fast because of time, I'm already half an hour late. Lastly, to Honorable Muletani, the people that applied for the act, as I said, it's the same thing that I was explaining. The people that applied are people that's in the industry, they are youth, they are in marketing, they can add value to the council. You know, there's this fallacy where if you apply for a certain government department, that you have to have experience specifically on that matter. That works for CEOs sometimes. It doesn't work for boards and stuff like that. A board needs a variety of skill to be there. No disrespect, Chairperson. The other questions, I think the whole team is very equipped to answer the questions regarding the legislation and the whole process because they were part of the process. May I please be excused?
You don't want to take Honorable Mtetwa?
Oh, Honorable Mtetwa, what was your question quickly?
Because you don't have time, I want to put it to you that this is what you are doing as the minister. First and foremost is section 13, subsection 4. Go and read it. That's what talks to CEO, not the section that you've quoted. And that is statutory breach. Section 51 of Public Finance Management Act, breach of fiduciary duties, dissolving the NFVF board without prematurely so. Executive ethics, clause 1.4.1, repeatedly appointed small politically associated members into boards. Chad is a member of PA. NAC is a member of PA. And you argued that the person must not be in the office. And if I were to give us an empirical evidence that a person who's not in the office, meaning the top 6, and just an ordinary member appointed in a particular board will not serve the purpose. What you are actually doing, you are galvanizing the sector for your own political power. That's what you are doing. You are destabilizing these entities deliberately so that you remove the board in order to put the board that serves your purpose. And then immediately when the board comes in, you then the board destabilizes the HR. NAC currently has got a person who's been serving a suspension for 21 months without any hearing. It's the same thing that is happening even at NFP in other boards. So I'm saying, Minister, I put it to you that what you have done, what you are doing, it is not honest. You are one person who quotes the Bible, and I want to tell you, you quote the Bible when I ask you a question. I've got a list of questions. Even the process, how it was hurriedly. First and foremost, when you have shortlisted names, you need to give the public to comment about those names in order to verify if those names do not have anything attached to them. That is why it is done through the act. Let me allow you, because I can see that you're in a hurry to respond, but I put it to you, that's what you are actually doing.
You don't have questions, you just have insults.
No, I'm not.
There's no act. All right, you quote me the act, Honorable Chair. honorable member, there's no act that says I must show the public the shortlisted me. There's no act. Now you come here, you talk about my religion, you talk about my political party. You just have insults for me all the time.
Chairperson, can you call the point of order at the back because the minister is busy responding?
Yeah. So for me, you come here, I've answered every question here. Every question. Now you come here, you insult me, you insult my religion, you insult the political party like it's a there's no top 6 member. If you can mention the name. Honorable Chair, I have answered most of the questions and I'm willing to come back to answer furthermore.
Yeah, let me make the following ruling. Honorable Daniels, just a second for me. The members are eager to engage with the minister. There are reasons that the minister cannot stay longer. We will still have the deputy here. We will still have the department. We will still have NFVF here. So those questions, I would invite members to still pose that questions. And in terms of the dispute and rebuttal pertaining to whether the access this or that or the other, I would invite members also to come up with those proof in terms of the facts of those particular acts as what the minister has mentioned. So I will allow the minister to leave. We will have the deputy minister here, we will have the department here, and we will have NFVF here. Honorable Daniels.
10 seconds, Chair.
No, Honorable Daniels, I've dealt with every member who want to ask questions to the minister. If I'm going to allow any member now, I've ended with Honorable Khabo. If I'm allow any member now, it will be a member that will have an input on what is presented to us and not a reaction on what has been said by both the minister as well as members of parliament. So I'm going to allow the minister to leave. We will, as the committee minister, give an opportunity to members, those burning questions pertaining to appointments and disputes and allegations that has been made from either side, so that that can then also be proved wrongly, or it can be proved rightly by whoever party. So I'm going to allow the minister to leave, and I'm going to give an opportunity to Honorable Mataung. Honorable Mataung.
Okay, thank you. NFVF, here we are. I just want to find one thing.
Honorable Mataung, my humble apologies. Honorable Khabo wasn't done. He was still having those questions on the act, and I think he still have some questions. Can I allow you, or can I come back to you? You can proceed. It was your turn, and I apologize for that.
It's fine. Honorable Mutaung can continue so that I readjust my questions now that the minister has left.
It's also caught, yeah, retended, but it's fine. In regard